What's up, good people? This is Marabelle Blue. I'm your host. This is KEMTopTalk on MadhouseTV.com. Welcome to my live show. Today we have interesting guests. Very interesting guests. If you saw what was going on before, you would see why. I have Justin here from Affliction Films, and I have Midnight Mob, my musical guest. But before we get to them, let's do a little bit of a week review. And Justin, you're more than welcome to chime in.
All right.
If you have any comments. I don't know, I feel a little nervous today. I think it was like the coffee.
No, it's because I'm here. That's what it is.
So, I have to talk about The Bachelorette because I watched this stupid ass reality TV show.
Oh, yeah?
Part because I like it, and two because it's so stupid. You just have to watch it. You know, it's like you get caught into the whole thing of men courting women and women courting men and the extremes that they would go to get a man or a woman.
It's silly.
Whatever the case may be. And the thing is, it's in a reality setting.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have cameras in front of you. I think that when you have cameras in front of you, you're not being real.
No.
Even though it's supposed to be reality TV.
Well, this is reality TV.
Yeah, but we're real.
You sure?
I will hope so. I know these are real. Even I'm covering them today. Of all days,
Rip
right?
it off.
So I want to talk about The Bachelorette, like I said before. The Bachelorette this season, her name is Emily Maynard. And she was courted a couple of seasons ago by another bachelor who came back. His name is Brad, whatever the hell his name is. Anyway, he had a very horrible reputation because at the end of his season, he didn't pick either woman. He broke both of their hearts. And he was hated. I mean, it's like...
Why? Because he's being a realist?
Yeah, you know, and I don't think that women understood because they felt that they were being led on.
It's called ratings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The guy who thought up this show, who's producing this show, he knows exactly what he's doing. Believe me. He's laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
And enjoying it. He ain't thinking about anybody else. So, I wanted to make my little peanut gallery comments about the guys that are on this show. There's a guy named Ryan, and he's a personal trainer. He's also an asshole. That's just my personal opinion.
That's cool.
Why I say he's an asshole? Because he tends to shift the blame on like other men. He thinks that he's like the hottest shit on the planet. And now he has a thing with this other guy because he had seen the other guy. His name is Ari.
Wait, he has a
Emily.
Thing? Oh, I thought you meant he had a thing for another guy.
No. Oh. I'm sorry. But that would make even for good TV. You know what I mean? And he had seen Ari kissing Emily. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. And he had like a shit fit about this. You know, he didn't like it because he feels that they have something special. So Ari kissed her because he feels threatened. And it's like, no, it's because you're an asshole.
I don't know. Did he do anything with that broad or no?
He kissed her, yeah, but clearly, you know, the thing with her is that she's a mom. And it's imperative that whoever she brings home with her is going to be good to her child.
Right.
You know, she comes as a package. So she's not only looking for a husband, she's looking for someone who's going to be a father to her child, which is a very big responsibility.
Absolutely.
For anybody. Then there's another guy named Sean, always smiling all the time. Yeah. Suspicious. Any guy who smiles 99% of the time and doesn't get angry, there's something wrong with him.
Oh, he doesn't get angry? That's different.
And he talks about, you know, his dad raised him so well, and...
So he's gay?
I don't know.
It's possible.
Is that an offensive comment?
No, that's a good thing. Good for him. Good for him.
So then there is another guy. His name is Kalen. He came in the first day of the show in a helicopter.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. Asshole number 2. I mean, it's like, I don't know. For me, you don't have to like go through all of this nonsense and drama to impress me. I mean, you have to go through a little bit, but,
I'm
arriving in a
impressed,
helicopter, I'm not impressed.
I am.
So
That's
next
cool.
week, next week, I believe he is the one that's going to get cursed out because she found out that he had said that her child is baggage. So she told him, you hear her say, get the fuck out of here, but they bleep her fuck. I think at the end of the day, and I know this is like too early to call, I think that Ari's going to be the one that's going to walk away with her because he's a race car driver and her daughter was born of a race car driver, but he is not alive because he died in some airplane crash. And I think that's the one that she has the most in common with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's comparable to her, and I believe all the men that she picked, for the next rose ceremony, and this is what I'm starting to see. I think that when the guys and the women are picking people that, could potentially be, they're really not. They're just picking them because then you sit there in front of the TV. Why the fuck did she pick? Can't she see them?
Really?
I scream at the
Very
TV.
emotional.
Isn't it? He's an asshole. Why do you want to keep him? Because, it's good for TV,
Yeah.
one, and you know that she's not going to wind up with him. Not like last season where the guy wanted
Does she have like 5 roses she's got to give out? She's got to give them out, or how's that?
No, they don't necessarily have to give all of them out. If
okay.
they feel like they have the potential people that they want to pick and that they don't want to give out any more roses, they can do that. They could say, look,
Gotcha.
It's
a wrap.
whatever. Right.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. So with that being said, that's my little peanut gallery comment on The Bachelorette, which comes on every Monday night.
What channel?
Channel 7,
Oh.
which is ABC for
It's
us.
the worst channel.
So that, of course, will lead to that we will be celebrating Kinky Magazine issue with the relationship issue. So we have a new writer coming on board. His name is Jean-Luc Gathos, and you can follow him. I think it's JL Gathos on Twitter. He's a new writer that's coming into Kinky Magazine. I'm very excited to have him on board. And Justin here will also be contributing to Kinky Magazine.
That's right.
As well. So now let's get into Justin. And we'll go back to commercial break. We'll be back. I'll get into Justin.
How you doing?
Justin is the owner of Affliction Films.
Yes.
And he creates
porn.
Well, he calls it porn. But
Smart.
you wanted it to be like a certain genre of BDSM.
Yes.
So tell me,
Well,
and tell our audience a little bit about your business.
All right. Well, it started out as just a femdom BDSM production company. But I think that as time is passing, I'm looking into other avenues, as in male dom, also more instructional videos, especially because everybody's really hot on BDSM right now because it's coming mainstream. And I'm just looking to tap into that and let people who are interested in it see what it's really like, not the fake stuff. So
When you say the fake stuff, define the fake stuff. Because you and I, we both have the same experiences. We're both from New York. We know a lot of people who are just in it, for the look.
Right, yeah.
And not really understanding that this is a lifestyle that you educate yourself on. This is not something that, like I was saying on last week's show, you don't go into a sex shop and buy a latex dress and a paddle and say, "Hi, I'm a mistress." And
unfortunately, a lot of people believe you can do that. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I want to show the world the real, and right now anybody could just say that this, that, and the other thing, and it's just sad. It really is. And, a lot of people are always under the impression that if you're in BDSM, you're a gothic and you're this and that. It's like, I just love to say, like, hey, I'm some fucking Goomba from New York City, and I'm a lifestyle, player, and people just, they can't imagine that. They're like, what the fuck, this Guido's in BDSM? Like, yeah, and I own a porn company. I mean, so I think that the stereotype on BDSM is just not right. It's not good right now. I mean, just.
But the thing is that, you know, BDSM didn't start off that way. It started off, you know, something different. And we're going to get into that. We're going to take our first commercial break, and we're going to talk about how BDSM derived and, you know, why it's going at a different road, and there are people that are trying to pull it back. So we'll be back. And we're back.
Hi.
This is KEMTopTalk, and I'm your host, Marabelle Blue, and I always forget the second part. This is your host with Marabelle Blue. It's like take two on MadhouseTV.com. I'm here with Justin, and we're talking about his company, Affliction Films, and the idea of BDSM and what it's all about, and a little bit of the history of that comes with BDSM. So we were talking about the quote-unquote look that people associate BDSM with, which is not a factual...
No, it's far from it. It's just people are closed-minded. They're closed-minded in a open-minded world, I guess you could say. You know, they're closed-minded going into BDSM, which is like, it's crazy. How could you be closed-minded? So they just already have a idea of what these people look like. They think that they're gothic, that they're nerdy, they play Dungeons and Dragons and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, you know, they're really wrong, you know, and I'm a perfect example.
Or they can think that it's that high-profile CEO executive who goes around giving orders and then, you know...
Eyes wide shut kind of deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
For the most part, they think it's some geeky, gothy look. I mean, and they just, you know... Which is terrible. I just hate being associated with that personally, so.
Why do you think that people get confused with the idea of BDSM and what it means as far as a society? Because it seems that, you know, it's funny, I'm taking environmental science. I'm like doing this online school because I just got tired of the whole commute of traveling back and forth all the way downtown. And I'm reading about like communities and species and societies and, you know, all different parts of the world, how people live. You know, you have like these third world countries where people are still dressing in, you know, panties and that's it.
Like Biafra or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think what happens is that people get stuck on this idea that if you look a certain way, that's what you are. And you can't really associate or connect with anybody else because of that. Yeah. So you're talking about instructional videos. What would those videos consist of? Like,
well,
if you,
go ahead.
Are you going to be in the video, or, you know, when you're talking about that, what are you specifically talking about?
Well, I'm definitely not gonna make a video saying how to dress, how to act. I mean, you know, everybody's an adult. If you're interested in BDSM already, then, you know, I wouldn't have to tell you how to get involved. Obviously, you're watching my video.
Right.
As for me being in the videos, I think I will be doing instructional videos on spanking. You know, maybe some tease and denial, things of that nature, where I like to put a sensual twist on everything myself. I'm a sensual sadist, if you will, but also a masochist, so, you know, I like my fair share. And I think that's another thing that people don't realize. I think if you're going to be a dominatrix, you should know exactly what it is you're doing and what's happening, you know, and a lot of these
in other words, you should be on the other side of things. You should have the experience of being on the other side.
Yeah, you should
because
be a
there's
sub.
Always that conflict, you know what I mean? Oh no, you don't have to be a sub in order for you to be a dominatrix.
I think that anybody who says that is just, you know, they're not in touch with reality. I mean, how can you cane someone if you never got caned before in your life? You don't know what you're doing to the other person.
Right.
You know.
You don't know that pain.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and in order to appreciate it, you should feel it. You know, so you could appreciate what your sub is going through.
Right.
You know.
Right. That's a turn on when you describe it.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
I'm
getting turned on. It's like yay.
Even when it comes to being sensual, I mean, a lot of guys that I know that are into this scene that are like me, it's because, yeah, you know what? Vanilla sex is boring. It is. I mean, I can go out and get laid all the time. It's just, it's not fun. It's just too easy. So when you incorporate your vanilla side, your sensual seduction into BDSM play, I mean, you're talking, you know, sessions that last 4 hours or something that you're really dedicating time to. And, you know, that's something I want to teach people on how to do, how to live your life better through sex. It's really what it is.
But let me ask you a question. Like you're talking about like the sexual aspect of it.
Yes.
What about like the general aspect of it? Women who are professional dominatrixes that don't engage in the sexual penetration with their sub.
Right. Well, I mean, when you have a pro dom and it's a client, I mean, it's all mental, you know, which is great. You know, with your women, you could get off mentally.
Right.
I can't. I actually have to come. But I mean, when in a pro situation, I understand. I definitely understand it, where you know you could watch your submissive willing to do anything to touch your feet or to massage you to. You know, that's awesome. You know, more power to you. But I don't know how to explain without doing anything sexual. It's just mental. That's it. Mental
So your
party.
thing is more of a sexual nature, like helping out couples or people to open up to their sensuality and explore different aspects of BDSM into their relationship.
Well, not necessarily that they have to be in a relationship because, you know, single guys can maybe even use it as a pickup.
Right.
You know, where they could, they'll just have a different attitude towards life and towards, you know, their sexuality. Maybe they need to be more open, you know, or go to different places. You know, because I would never suggest anybody going to a local bar where people are going to be closed-minded.
Right.
They should really get out there and meet new people and, you know,
instead of sitting behind the computer and...
Right, yeah, reading stories about guys like me, you know, get out there and be like me, you know, grab the bull by the horns, like...
Yeah.
So...
But don't you think it still goes back to that trust issue? You know what I mean? Like, I can't honestly say for myself, and this is just me, I'm just speaking for myself, you know, to meet somebody and disclose certain things that I like on a fetish nature or BDSM nature without really knowing who they are, because it still goes back to the trust factor. You know what I mean? That's like meeting somebody. If you're going to have like casual sex and you say, well, you know, I like to be tied up. What's the risk of, you know, getting tied up and the person leaving and you're like stuck there?
I guess it's a lot. I mean, I've done it to plenty of women, so, you know, I don't know how to explain.
Wait, did you come back and untie them?
No. It was one time.
There was like another gasp. It was like...
She smelled. There was something wrong with her. She should take a shower.
You are not right.
I never said I was normal, right, or anything.
So... He has everybody laughing here in the studio. So, tell me about your sensual spanking that you were talking about earlier.
Earlier, I was just talking about my twist on spanking. You know, most people just want to just lean over a bench or, you know, just lay there and get spanked. That shit's boring.
But there's an art to it. You can't just bend over. Because I used to date someone and I'm like there. It's like I can't even take it back. So I wanted him to spank me and he didn't know how to do it. And it was,
you can hurt somebody.
It's very annoying. It's like, you know, no, not up here, over here, right here. And it almost seemed like he was afraid. And
well, I understand that. As a man, I can understand that.
Of course, the relationship ended.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind that if you're going to have you know, a BDSM-based relationship, for me, I can't really do that personally because I like to Ding.
You like to ding.
I mean, I just can't do it because I believe that the spanking and flogging and caning it's a punishment. It is. I mean, even if I'm with a submissive that does like that, I don't want to hurt the person I'm with.
Right.
You know, because maybe once or twice, but I don't want to hurt them. You know.
So you're like a different type. That you don't like doing that. You don't like causing pain.
No, I do. I definitely love causing pain, but with the person that I'm with, you know, as a relationship, I think that I prefer it to be kinky, but I like it to be a little bit more on the vanilla sensual side.
Okay.
Because that's the person I'm going to be with. I still have my subs where I could beat the shit out of them, and that's all good to go, you know, and they like that, and that's it. And we leave it at that. We play together, and nothing more, nothing less. I'll never hold their hand. If anything, I'll tie them to something and leave them there.
But they know that you're going to come back.
I don't know.
I guess it's the whole psychological aspect of it.
But yeah, it is. It's all mental. A lot of it's mental because, you know, and I guess that goes back to with the pro doms. I mean, I'm not having sex with my subs. You know, maybe I'll put a Hitachi on there, you know, JJ or something like that. But I'm not going to have sex
It's
with
like
them.
very popular, that whole forced cum thing.
I love that type of play. I love it.
I love watching it.
That is great. Yeah, yeah. Just
I
leave
was watching it
Hitachi
the
on
other
there.
night. I was like, on my iPhone. But
It's
then
great.
I feel so guilty. I was like, let me delete the history just in case somebody looks at my phone.
Yeah.
And they know I'm not looking at porn sites. I look at porn sites, okay?
We all do. I say it's
I'm not even gonna lie.
I say it's just to see if any of my stuff leaked. But I look at porn too. Motivation.
It's fun. Yeah. You get all these ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. But back to post-orgasm torture?
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best. It's just so funny. Because people pass out. They just pass out.
But why do you think that is? Because of just the adrenaline of...
I'm not a woman, so I don't know what it feels like to have an orgasm.
Yeah, that's too bad. You can't do that to a man either.
Nah.
At least I don't think so.
I don't play like that. That's a hard limit for me, post-orgasm torture. It's like, once I come, that's it. I don't want to talk about sex right now. Like, it just happened. That's good.
Like, let me just have a cigarette and call it a day.
Yeah. That's it. Don't touch my penis.
All right. So... we were talking about a spanking before, because I'm sure that's what everybody on Twitter is waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
When is Marabelle Blue going to get spanked?
Now, you said to do a jellyfish on you, right? My signature?
No.
No jellyfish? You don't want the viewers to see you mocked? All right.
Oh, my God. What is a jellyfish? I'm scared now.
It's a 5-finger slap.
Look, I'm like swallowing really hard.
That when I spank you, it's going to be a one-time pass, but it's going to hit you twice. It's going to use each one of my fingers as a whip.
Okay. One.
You sure? Because you don't have to do it.
I'm going to do it. Are we going to go to commercial?
You want to prep for this?
I can't. He's like, no. We have time for a spanking? Yes?
Too
They're
bad.
Like, oh.
They have plenty of time.
All right. Okay, we're going to do this. Wait, do you have any other... Are there any other techniques that you have? Okay. So do I need to stand up?
Oh, yes.
All right.
And
So remember, I took a picture in this outfit yesterday because I said I couldn't fit into it when I...
You can now.
Now, look at me.
Look at you.
All right. I'm ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So now my sensual twist of it is I would just grab you by the back of your neck.
Okay.
Okay. And I would turn you around this way.
Make sure that...
Okay. So the cameras could see everything. Okay.
Don't...
Now, I would...
Like pull my earring off.
I won't. But a sensual approach for me, and you have to let me get close, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I would start out right here, right behind you.
I'm
I'd
like
pull
nervous.
Pull you close. And say, don't worry.
Oh my
It's
God.
okay. It's okay. And we would just come down. And I like to really make it sensual. Right? See? Does this doesn't hurt, right?
My heart is beating fast.
Does this hurt?
No.
It doesn't hurt, right? Okay. It's alright, right?
Yes, it's
That
fine.
hurt? Okay.
You can
want
do it
another one?
again.
You want me to even you out?
Do it again. One more time.
Okay, let's even you out.
Okay. Do it right
You gotta
here.
go on the other side now.
No, I want the same side.
Okay, another jellyfish? Or?
Yes.
Okay. So the cameras can see. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know if it left a mark. It didn't.
Oh, so we're gonna have to do it right here. You ready?
Wow, I can feel the stinging. It's like,
That's why it's called a jellyfish.
wow. So you see, I got spanked. Wow, oh my goodness. It's been so long. I'm so glad I still know I have a tolerance for pain.
You still a masochist?
Yeah. Because it's like he could spank me like 3 more times and I'll still be fine. I had no idea how much I love spanking.
It's a good release. You know,
Yeah, it is. Well, you know, I went out on a date yesterday with this guy, so maybe when he watches it later,
Oh, really?
it'll give him a clue.
Hint, hint.
This is the way I like it.
Hopefully he's a spanker.
Oh,
Could be a spanky.
yeah, maybe both.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Switches are fun.
they are.
I love a switch personally.
There's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Why do you think people have an issue with this whole switch thing?
Because people are closed-minded. You know? That's what it is. People are closed-minded.
Oh, we have to go to a commercial break right now. So while we're on commercial, I'll probably get spanked on the other side.
Yeah, let's even you out.
We'll be back. Now. Hey everybody, can you see me? We're back, and I'm here with Midnight Mob, and they're all going to introduce themselves so you know who they are. Go.
Blackie Deathproof, vocals.
Carly Quinn, bass.
Spider, rhythm guitar.
Mikey Catastrophe, drums.
Squeeze, guitars.
And this is Midnight Mob. Now, tell me a little bit about your band, where you're from, and what kind of music you play. Who's going to answer that? Who's the spokesperson for the band?
Well, all of it. We kind of share, but
Squeezer him is probably the
yeah. I mean, we're Midnight Mob. We're located in Massapequa. We play rock and roll music.
It's Massapequa, Long Island, New York. For
Yeah.
all of you don't know where Massapequa
Yeah,
is.
that's true.
Now, how did you guys all come together? Like, how did you all find each other? Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you.
Yeah. It's
It's a
story.
long
He's
story.
good with this.
Oh, okay.
Can you,
He's good with that.
All right,
can you make it short?
I'll try to do this really
Yeah,
quick.
it's cool.
All right, I was teaching drums at a music store, and Mickey Squeeze was teaching guitar. And he came up to me one day and he's like, "Dude, you want to jam?" I was like, "Yeah, totally." And then he happened to be teaching Blackie Deathproof how to play guitar, which she didn't really learn how to play guitar, but it's okay because we figured out she could sing. And
I didn't know.
And then Carly Quinn, I was roaming around Hofstra University, and I was like, "Does anyone know a bass player?" And some guy was like, "I know this girl who plays guitar, but she could probably learn bass." And I was like, "Give me her number." And then Spider came up to me in a bar, and I was like, "Dude, I really like your band." And I was like, "Dude, we need a guitar player."
And you took him away from another band?
No.
No, we took him away from his.
This is his first band.
Yeah,
Oh.
his room. He got out of the
Yeah, I was
house.
locked away.
He got out of the house.
The
Finally.
one night I got out, they saved me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now, where have you guys, have you
Gay
been?
That's true. You first met.
Well, the first show we played was
yeah,
at a
he
gay
went
bar.
to go see one of our shows. It was at a gay bar.
Now, where have you been playing the circuits at? Like, you've been playing the circuits,
Yeah,
right?
up and down the East Coast. We just came back from Austin, Texas for Red Gorilla in Southwest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not just playing in New York. You're traveling.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go on tour. So, you know,
Next week.
go check out our website, midnightmob.com, for all our tour dates.
Nice. And sign up for their newsletter too, because you guys like have a newsletter
Yep.
or like a
mailing list
yes, a
situation.
mailing list. That's right. That's right. So before Midnight Mob plays, I wanted to start this contest, and if it doesn't happen today, it can happen next week. And now you have all the time in the world to Google these questions. So the first question is, where was Iggy Pop born? If you know that answer, you get to win a gift certificate from Chick Posh, which is one of my advertisers on kinkymagazine.com. So if you know that answer and you know it now, you can call in at 631-882-6900. And I like that number 69. So, with that being said, I am going to give you Midnight Mob.
Oh, these days they get so long, feel the vultures over your head. They come to pick you clean, lead the snake right into your bed. Tired, broken, it's tearing you in two. Wouldn't try and hold your breath, 'cause baby you're so blue. There's a little place in the desert sun where the world comes to an end. We'll be dancing in the firelight's not fun.
ever
That
acoustic
was
performance.
First ever
awesome.
and that will be on our new EP late August.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, what was the name of the song that you just sang so that everybody would know?
These days.
These Days with Midnight Mom. Now, tell me, where do you get your inspiration from? Like, how do you collaborate together, putting your songs together?
I guess with a lot of Blackie's imagery is a lot of darker stuff. I guess it comes from a lot of Danzig, punk influence, some Misfits kind of in that.
Punk and blues, really.
Yeah.
A
So
little bit of gospel.
I don't know, we're all into a lot of different stuff. He's like classic rock more. He's pretty much everything. Carly's more of a punk, rockabilly girl, and I'm kind of a mix of everything with metal and stuff.
What do you think about the music that's happening today? Like, do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your feeling on the music
I
today
guess-
and music contests and
If I turn on the radio, I don't hear any rock music.
Mhm.
So there's nothing really going on.
Mhm.
And I don't know, there needs to be something with rock music happening. I don't know, what do you guys think? There's
I mean,
no-
that's a big problem in
It's
New
all,
York where
it's
we're
all
located.
club music.
There's not a new rock and roll station here in New York, and we're one of the biggest music markets in the country.
Mhm.
So, we don't, when we go down south, we hear some new stuff, but, people in Virginia know about new rock records months before we have any idea.
Why do you think that is? You think people are just consumed with like the reality genre? Like we have so many reality TV shows now that focus in on like singing and singing talent.
Right.
I guess.
I guess
Where's
one
like
does
where
it.
does the bands what happened with that?
I don't know, it just got, I guess, very commercialized, very
I mean,
controlled.
this day and age, I feel like is become very much about the solo artist. Like that's just kind of what's been going on, which isn't bad. It's
I mean,
just-
even Maroon 5, it's kind of like the Adam Levine show now. If you
Yes.
listen to the new single, it doesn't sound like a Maroon 5 song.
No, and I have their first CD, and it's like you can have sex to that CD. It's so good, but yeah, it was all about the band. Now, you guys, are you gonna sing another song or?
That's all we had really planned for today. We don't want to push it. Maybe wanting more.
You have time?
I wanted more. Yes, we have time. We want more. You think you can swing it? You think?
A cover?
They're
Do a
like
cover?
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, do a cover.
Rebel Yell?
Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
This is off the cuff.
Yeah, this
Yay!
is
They're gonna sing again.
Bear
So
with us.
we have like 10 minutes to show, so they're gonna sing again, and then I guess we're gonna go to like a commercial or whatever, and and then I'll come back and say bye to you guys, and you think about that Iggy Pop question and get back to me if you want to win a gift certificate to the store. Midnight Mob again, people.
Right?
Oh boy. Here we go. Last night a little dancer came dancing to my door. Last night a little angel came pumping on the floor. She said, come baby, got a license for love. And if it expires, bring help from above. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Ow. In the midnight hour, babe, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, more, 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 more. She don't like slavery, she won't sit and beg. But when I'm tired and lonely, she needs to bed. What set you free? I want you to leave me. What set you free? I need you here by me. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Ow. With the midnight hour. he goes from the 7-Eleven. While he's out all night to collect his fare. Just so long you don't mess up his hair. Ow! I'll dry your tears of pain 1,000,000 times for you. Why tell my soul, babe, for money to burn with you? Why give you all and have nothing? Just so to have you here by me. Because in the midnight hour, you cry more. With a rebel yell, more. In the midnight hour, you cry more. With a rebel yell, more. Ow!
Woo! That was hot. Wow.
You don't know just what happened, did you?
No one knows what just happened.
No one knows.
Okay, we're gonna go to commercial. I want to thank Midnight Mob for being here, for coming out.
Thank you for
And
having
it's
us.
like hot in here right now.
Sweaty.
So we'll be right back so I can close out this show.
Get the spanking.
Woo! That was awesome.
We'll be right back. This is Marabelle Blue. Thank you for watching KEMTopTalk on MadhouseTV.com. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to have spectacular guests. I want to thank Justin from Affliction Films for coming in and talking his BDSM shop. And I want to thank Midnight Mob for their song and putting in that second song at the last minute. And like I said, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have Julie Simone, Brittany Andrews, Rich Woods. He wrote Vanilla Marriage. We're having a lot of people on the show coming in. So be sure you stay tuned and you keep it kinky. This is Marabelle Blue signing out.